is Bishop Dr. Truman Burst. Master Herbalist, coming to you from Good Shepherd Ministries. Right. Okay. Yes, hello, Deborah. This is Truman the Herbalist. Is now an okay time to? Is it now?
Yes. I was just watching you on Ustream.
Oh, are you up on Ustream?
I was watching you on Ustream with Gathering of Christ Church.
Oh, yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, because I'm back up on the Ustream thing right now, and I'm wondering, is it okay if I share the information with others so others can learn the answers to these questions?
Oh, sure, yes. Uh-huh.
Wonderful. What a blessing and how kind of you. So, Deborah, please understand, I don't prescribe and I don't diagnose.
I understand.
You understand that. Okay, so that being said, I have to say that, because...
Are we live right now?
Yes, we're live.
Okay. Alrighty.
And so, glory to the Most High. Shalom.
Praise the Most High. Shalom.
So, what should we talk about?
And I have some issues that I've been battling with here. It's ulcerative colitis.
Ulcerative colitis.
Yes, and I've been doing a lot of research. I haven't eaten meat in 12 years.
That's good.
I've been knowing what they've been doing to the food for a long, long time.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to believe that, because I was in the military when I was 18 years old, and I had all the shots. I know that the shots are poison, and I'm wondering if the shots is what's part of. Because I was taking the medication that the doctors were giving me, and it wasn't doing any good, so I stopped taking it. And I know that, this big pharma system is nothing but a death machine. The doctors are sorcerers, and, I'm aware of all of that.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I tell you, I do take the midnight clay.
That's good.
And I have a colloidal silver machine. But I haven't been able to find good mineral water. I mean, not mineral water, but
distilled water. Usually, with that distilled water, you can go to a supermarket, where they got these vending machines for like 30 or 40 or 50 cents a gallon. A lot of times, sometimes they have them inside the store. And sometimes they have them outside the store. But anyway, that's an inexpensive way to take your own jug and fill it up with that water, because it's reverse osmosis water, which is basically the same as distilled, because the reverse osmosis process is where the water goes through a bunch of membranes and it traps everything out of the water, so there's nothing in the water, and then they treat it with ultraviolet light and so forth and make sure that it's all pure and nothing in it, and so that works quite well, and that would be a very inexpensive way to do it.
Yeah, because I actually have an 8-stage water filtering system under my sink, which even takes out the fluoride. And I don't do fluoride toothpaste or any of that stuff. Oh,
well, so is that a reverse osmosis?
No, it's not reverse osmosis. It has like different types of
filters.
Filters, yeah, clay and charcoal and things like that.
Okay. Well, if it takes everything out of the water, then that should work. But if there's minerals in the water, then the minerals are going to compete electrically with the silver as it's tearing off the rods. So it's better to have distilled water or reverse osmosis water.
Right, that's what my machine says. To use filtered water, use the distilled water.
Right, right. So,
but I take wheatgrass, which is and it has the cholera in it, and I take probiotics, flaxseed, vitamin C, vitamin D, L-cysteine.
Yes.
Is that the one?
Yes, there's cysteine and there's cysteine. There's one that's got two E's in it, and that one is the one that's called L-cysteine. That one with an extra E in it. That will cause hair growth. Your hair will get stronger.
I need to look at the one that I'm taking because I don't think that's no.
Okay. So let's talk about this ulcerative colitis, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes.
What is suggested is that when people have ulcerative colitis, that they eat apples and bananas and blackstrap molasses and tuna and sweet potatoes and well-cooked brown rice. Those are some of the main things, and we're supposed to avoid citrus, most other grains, and avoid seeds and nuts and red meat and sugar and most fried and spicy foods. So are you following that kind of a diet?
Well, I just see that recommendation on your website. Now, I don't eat meat. I don't eat fish. I don't eat anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
My diet mainly consists of fruits and vegetables. Now, I do eat apple every morning.
That's
and
good.
I don't do the blackstrap molasses, but the nuts. I have been doing the nuts, which I just realized when I looked at your website, I need to start eating nuts.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the red marine algae and the L-lysine with the 1 E.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, the L-lysine. Yeah, that's a good against viruses and so forth. So those are all going to help to keep your immune system up and help to keep you healthy. But with that ulcerative,
it definitely does that because people at work are sick. I haven't had a cold in over 5 years, cold, flu, or none of that. The only thing I have the issue is the colitis. I don't get sick at all. The colitis is the issue that I have.
Okay.
And also, my knee. I have a lot of fluid on my knee, my right knee. And I noticed if I go a week without taking the wheatgrass, my knee will start hurting.
Yes, that's why probably one of the greatest things you could get is the super green foods. That number 3600 super green foods. That's chlorella, spirulina, barleygrass, wheatgrass, alfalfa, olive leaf. Herb in there and kelp in there. So because that blackstrap molasses, they're saying you should get, if you got kelp, you're going to get more minerals than you would from the blackstrap molasses, and that's all they're trying to make sure you're getting is minerals. But if you were taking the super green foods, number 3600, then you'd be getting.
I've seen that. Yes.
Yeah, that would be a real good one for you. And then it's telling this flaxseed oil is going to be very soothing to that ulcerative colitis. Getting the right dose of magnesium, and usually the right dose of magnesium is 2 parts of magnesium to 1 part of calcium, and a general dosage for most people is around 750 milligrams of calcium, and not just any calcium. You want coral calcium, or you'll want the multiply chelated calcium like we have, so that you really digest it and break it down and get it. So and then with the calcium, you'd want 750 milligrams. So twice that amount would be 1500 magnesium. And now with 1,500 milligrams of magnesium, that might be just too strong for some people, and just clean them out, because it will loosen the bowel movements and clean you out, which isn't so bad as long as you're not having flushing diarrhea and being dehydrated. That's not a problem if you just clean out really good, and the magnesium will do that. So.
Well, the dilemma that I have with taking the natural heals vitamins is a lot of them have gelatin, and gelatin is a derivative of pork.
Right, and we don't do that. We have vegetarian capsules.
Right. Well, yeah. I was looking at some of the vitamins. I mean, not the vitamin, but the flaxseed oil.
Yes.
I have yet to find one that does not have gelatin in the capsule.
Right, that's right on the flaxseed oil. And now, not when there, the good news is you can get the oil by itself.
I do have the little the flaxseed that's milled, that's real tiny and milled.
Yeah.
So I sprinkle that over my food as well.
Okay, that's going to be good for the digestion, and that's good. But you're not getting enough oil out of those seeds, right, so it might be a good idea to get the flaxseed oil, but not in the capsules. Just get, I think it's 8 or 16 ounces or something of flaxseed oil, and that would be good. And then we want to make sure you're getting magnesium and calcium, and then first thing I do in the morning is I take 2 capsules of colostrum, because you can open them up and you don't have to have them in a capsule. But these are supposedly vegetarian, vegetable capsules anyway. So these are okay. But 2 capsules of colostrum, because the colostrum increases the immune system, right. and that's going to keep you strong while other people are getting sicker and sicker. So that's a good idea to take that, and the acidophilus. Then I take the acidophilus because that gives you all the friendly bacteria.
Oh yeah. I take that. I take probiotics.
Perfect. So you're already doing a lot of these good things. But if you took the colostrum with that acidophilus, then you're going to also get the immune factors, and that's the way nature created it anyway. Because the first thing that comes in mother's breast milk is colostrum, then the acidophilus milk comes in after.
Yeah.
So,
let me ask you this, Dr. Truman. I'm looking at your website right now for the condition of ulcerative colitis, and it's like 10 or 11 different products here.
Yes.
Which would you recommend? I mean, do I need to take all of these to actually get rid of it? And, of course, avoiding the citrus, the grains, the seeds, and nuts, and all that.
Right.
Do you recommend that I do take all of these?
Not necessarily. I would say that the flaxseed oil caps, we've already ruled that one out. Make sure you're getting some magnesium. And when you run out of yours, try ours, because it's wonderful. But magnesium, make sure you're...
So I definitely, I am going to purchase from you, because I do want to support your cause, because I believe that the Most High is using you to bless a lot of people out here. We need this, because this medical system is satanic to the core, and all they want to do is get people on their medicine for the rest of their lives and slowly kill them.
You're absolutely correct. Unfortunately, you are so right. I'm saying that we want to make sure and get some magnesium. We want to be sure and get some acidophilus, and then you might find that for occasional use, but not all the time, if you still have symptoms of ulcerative colitis, know that you could add at some time that chamomile drops, tinctures, number 3109. That can be very soothing, but you don't want to take it all the time, because you could develop a allergy to ragweed, which chamomile is a ragweed plant.
Okay.
So we don't
You know what?
don't take.
I don't have any pain with mine.
That's
I'm
good.
just having the bleeding. I just want to control the bleeding and the mucus.
Ah, okay.
I don't have any pain.
That's good.
You know, go between
Now,
the diarrhea and the constipation, but it's not where it's you know, it's
got it.
driving me crazy. It's just that, you know, this ongoing bleeding and I know that it's causing me to be anemic.
Yes, and that's why that I'm going to that you see on that list there, Yellow Dock. Yellow Dock is 40% natural iron. So that's going to. So Yellow Dock is an herb that is 40% natural iron. So 10 drops 2 times a day gives you a really usable source of iron back because you're losing it from the blood. Now, the other thing that's important there is that you know about would be that shepherd's purse, the herb shepherd's purse, should stop the bleeding. And I don't know whether it's going to be a teaspoon or a tablespoon that will stop the bleeding, because that's what shepherds.
I don't see that on here.
I know you don't. And you know what I'm going to do while you're here? I'm going to go right over and put it on there, okay? I'm going to go right here to this, and I'm going to go over and save this and go to conditions. I'm going to do this right here, right now. I got to go to the second page, and this is, okay, I'm almost there. I'm going to...
Well, you know the book, Prescription for Nutritional Healing. Now, I've been looking at that book for years.
Yes, do you know what I did with that book?
Yes, with Dr. Balch.
Dr. Balch.
Yeah, I have that book.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I've had it for years.
Yes. Do you know what I did with that book?
It's a bit overwhelming because it's, you know, it's so much herbs and vitamins that they want you to take for the different conditions. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So what I did was that book. That book is 869 pages in its 4th edition. And I started with this book when it was in its 1st edition. And
I had the 1st edition also.
You too. So 869 pages. It took me over 8 years to read every page over the air and record it and talk about all of the 12,000 natural remedies that I created, and so that you had the best of everything. And then I put it up on my website as a free audio. So when you go on my website, you will see that entire book and all of my products detailed, all in a free audio then it'll be tagged ulcerative colitis, and you'll be able to listen all about it, fast forward it, rewind it, stop, you know. So there it is in a free audio. Took me 8 years to do that.
Oh my goodness, that's a blessing.
Whew, yeah, so I feel validated that you have the same book that I, you know, that we're both working out of the same book. I feel good about that.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Like I said, you know, I've been trying to, you know, I've done the natural stuff for years and years, but this colitis is where do you think it's from? Because, you know, this autoimmune stuff is, to me, that just tells me it's, you know, it's not autoimmune so much as the stuff that they're putting in the foods, the GMOs, the high fructose corn syrup, which I try to stay away from as much as possible. I mean, I shop at the health food store. You know, every week when I go to the grocery store, and I look at all the labels, because I don't want to eat any byproducts of pork, and, you know, I don't want to eat the GMOs and high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
Where does this ulcerative colitis come from?
I'm going to answer that question in one moment. Stay with me, okay?
Okay.
No.
Because they, you know, the doctors say it's your body attacking itself. They don't know, but it's, you know, and then of course it's always, you know, here's this medicine, you take it for the rest of your life. Now I had my doctor tell me, he said, Debbie, we do have a cure for it. And I said, what is that? He said, we can take out your intestines. I said, the Most High gave them to me when I came here, and I'm gonna have them when I leave out of here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I take my intestines.
Oh, so I'm almost there getting this shepherd's purse because I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it on there, and here it is. I found it. 3179. I'm going back right now. 3179 and 3179 shepherd's purse. I'm also going to put cayenne on there as well because cayenne will stop bleeding. If you ever had where you couldn't stop the bleeding, and then cayenne pepper, about a level teaspoon of cayenne to, I'd say a level teaspoon of cayenne to about a half a glass of water, because you don't want a lot of water to be drinking down with cayenne in it. So, or you can use apple juice, but that's going to stop any kind of bleeding or hemorrhaging of the worst kind. It will stop it in 10 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a... Right. And oh yeah, it's going to be hot cayenne pepper. And interesting thing about that, it's claimed. Just a minute. Here it is. This number 5107. Number 5107, 5107. And then I go up here and save it. Now we go there, save it. Okay, now we're going to go. Now, are you still on that ulcerative colitis page?
Yes, if I refresh it, will it show up?
Yes.
Okay.
Bingo. Now you got Shepherd's.
Oh,
Whoop!
Yeah.
No, I got the wrong. Okay. I got the wrong thing on it. We got a magnet therapy book. I thought it said 5107. Just a minute.
That magnet therapy. Now, I use magnets also because I had
5107.
I had a rotator cuff repair.
Huh.
And
that's the wrong number for what I was trying to do. Yeah, because it does help. It increases circulation. Okay, just a second here, because that wasn't supposed to come up. I got that number is incorrect. I'm wanting a different number, and I'm going to have to go get it right here when I go to products and go to single tinctures and click on C to E, and I'm going to get the real correct number for cayenne, because it's calamus, calendula, California poppy. I see. Catnip. There it is, and it's 3107 is the correct number. Okay, I'll put that in here, and then it will work. Okay, just a sec. I'm almost there. Typo was a typo. Okay, now I'm going up here. Okay, now you can refresh it.
Okay.
And it'll be correct.
Yeah, the cayenne. Okay.
Right.
All right.
So, okay, so now let's look at the causes of ulcerative colitis if we can here. C-A-U-S-E, cause of ulcerative colitis. All right. So, man, have the cause of ask. Okay. What causes it? Factors associated with condition include genetic and environmental factors. More common. It's more common in the Ashkenazi Jews, and 10% have a.
I'm sure I'm not an
Well, it just says that's what it's. I'm just reading the and yeah. So apparently that ethnicity is predisposed to it, and have a first degree 10% have a first-degree relative or at least one close relative with IBD associated with autoimmune thyroiditis. So that's all they know about the causes of it. And you already knew the answer, that it's genetic, and it's probably, as you were growing up, and the things that we were fed as we grew up was as they poisoned our water and everything else, and we didn't catch it in time. So apparently you were sensitive to it and got enough of it. So that's one of the main causes is genetics. Okay.
What? The only person in my family that I'm aware to have had it was my great uncle on my mom's side. Like I say, he was a great uncle, and he lived to be 92, 96 years old. But no one else has it in my family, like I said, except him. And I didn't develop it until I was pregnant with my youngest daughter. I was in my 8th month of pregnancy, and I thought I was dying.
Yeah, because everything you had was going to the baby, and it left you with not enough to work with for your own immune system in your own body, and that's when it happened.
But it didn't happen in my first 2 pregnancies. Just my last daughter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I believe a lot of it has to do with all those shots they gave me when I was in the Army.
Yes, definitely.
They pumped me up with so much stuff.
Oh yes, and that's a sad. That's such a sad thing that we do that to our heroes, because our soldiers are our heroes.
I'm not a hero. I mean, I wasn't in there. I barely made basic training.
Well.
Long enough to get pumped up with all the stuff.
Well, if you're in the service of our country, then you're all heroes, because any time anybody could be, when you're in the service, you can be called to war any minute. And then if you happen to be fortunate enough not to have seen action, well, that's a blessing. And my heart goes out to those who have seen, have been directly involved with battle and so forth. Just like my heart goes out to everybody out there on the East Coast right now.
With that man-made Sandy.
Yes, man. There you got it.
But, I thank the Most High for people like you and the Gathering of Christ Church who give you this information. What's really going on out here? Because when people say Satan is busy, that's an understatement.
Yeah,
it's really an understatement because we've been like Malcolm X said, we've been duped. We've been hoodwinked, we've been had.
Mm-hmm. And big time. And it doesn't matter whether we have a Democrat or a Republican there year after year, decade after decade. It's the same thing that we're getting attacked. The people are being enslaved, and it's it's just as clear as anything. And oh boy, in the last couple of years, it's just they've become absolutely insolent about it. Our government has been insolent about it.
This has been going on for centuries. They're just ramping it up now.
Oh yeah.
That's their motto: order out of chaos.
Yep.
Everything that's going on has been planned.
Yeah.
For centuries. These top families, these elites, they carry this thing from generation to generation, just like the Pope. That satanic spirit goes from Pope to Pope to Pope. They all worship Satan.
Yeah.
Everything we've been taught has been a lie. It has been a lie. And so
yes.
That's why the Bible says everything that's been hidden will be revealed, and it's starting to be revealed now because we're in the last days.
Yes, hallelujah.
Yeah, we're in the last days.
Okay.
I just thank the Most High, like I said, for people like you and the Gathering of Christ Church. It's really Elder Gabar. Elder Rakad. He really brings Bible prophecy for what's going on right now.
Yes.
It's like I said, I've been knowing what they were doing to the food 12 years ago. So when Most High was showing all this other stuff to me, it wasn't a hard stretch for me to understand it because I know they wicked.
Yeah. Yep.
Because if they do it to the food, then they'll do anything.
Yep.
They'll do anything. they just love destruction and murder and killing, and that's all they're doing.
Exactly. Yes.
We just have to be prayerful for our brothers and sisters.
Yes.
That, multi protection to be around us, to wake us up. And but I do appreciate, this information here. And this information can be to my cart. I'm going to order.
Okay. One more thing, because we're looking at this, but and that gave you some ideas of where we're going with it. The cayenne. Here's what happens with ulcers. Is what happens, and one of our famous herbalists, Dr. John Ray Christopher out of Utah, he tells the story where he went to a convention and was getting late at night, and he was in his room, and somebody come knock on the door, and they ask him, and they come up, and they tell him that they said, "Man, I have ulcers, and I've got so much pain. What can I do?" And he would get his little bag of cayenne pepper out and give him a teaspoon and some water, and they'd drink it down and go on off. And that happened that night, he said, 3 times. So then back at the breakfast table in the morning where all the people met, they would come up to him, and one by one came up to him and said, "You know what? That sealed that ulcer up. It took the pain away, and I don't have any pain, and I slept like a baby last night, and they just want to thank you." And each one of them, 3 people did the same thing, slapped him on the back there. So that's an interesting story about cayenne pepper and ulcers. But what I'm talking about here is that there are things like cat's claw herb that's anti-inflammatory, because we need anti-inflammatory things. Let's take a look at one more thing before you leave. Let's go to the search engine and type in anti-inflammatories and see what it brings up, because that's what we want to get rid of.
That's probably why I have a lot of water on my knees too.
Yes, and that's another thing. Remind me to give you the answer to that, because that is I'll show you where the answer is on that after we do the inflammation, because I just think we need a little more information here for you to make sure you're going to get help. Let's search anti-inflammation. Okay, forget the anti, just call it inflammation. Now it should come up. Okay, if I spell it right, I think I did. I guess I didn't, because I got too many I's in the front. Did that work? Yes. Now it'll work. Okay, here we are. So I typed in inflammation in the search engine. Did you do that?
Yes, I'm doing that right now.
Yeah, okay. INFLAMATION. And this gives us some topical and internal anti-inflammatory herbs.
Golden seal root.
Yep, golden seal root, and that is a natural antibiotic. So that's a powerful anti-inflammatory, and it even helps heal mucous membranes and helps digestion, gets rid of colds and flus and all kinds of infections. That's an herb. If you use it, you only use it for 6 days, and 6 or 7 days. You can go 10 days maximum using that herb. After that, you've got to give it at least a 1-week break, because it is so powerful it begins to kill off the good guys and the bad guys after 7 to 10 days. But
what about garlic? Is that an anti-inflammatory as well?
It's an antibiotic, and it would be somewhat anti-inflammatory. And the secret of the eating garlic would be to make sure and mince it well, because anyone who takes a bite of garlic and has a big chunk of it and swallows it, that chunk of garlic could burn a hole in their stomach. So we really want to mince up our garlic. Fresh garlic is an antibiotic. Cooked garlic is nothing but flavor, and that's all. There's no value to it. So we're looking at these herbs, and I'm looking at lomatium, and that stimulates the immune system. and it decreases inflammation. So that would be another great herb to know about when there's ulcerative colitis or any other kind of inflammation. And then there's some topical things, like there's some instant gels and rash salves and chest salves, but here's another herb, Boswellia. Boswellia has been it's been used to repair blood vessels, and so that's.
I think I've seen that in the Scripture for Natural Healing.
Yeah, and there it is, and it actually says ulcerative colitis.
Yeah, I see that.
For Boswellia. So I think that would be a valuable one. And then we skip down here to wahoo bark, and that's, if you ever had anything affecting the gallbladder or the jaundice or constipation or skin problems, then that would be more valuable for that type of inflammation. So a gentian root, also helpful for gastrointestinal inflammation. So there are several herbs there, that the gentian especially, the Boswellia especially, the golden seal, the lomatium. There are several anti-inflammatory herbs there that should be real valuable for you.
That's great.
Yeah, and you might, and you could try any.
Help with the knee as well.
What's that?
Were those anti-inflammatories help with my knee?
Yes, that's going to be helpful for inflammation of all types, and especially now, what we want to do with that kind. Let's look at for that. Let's go over now to the side and look at health info. You see it's in the menu there. It says health info. Oh,
yes.
Click on health.
I've tried that chondroitin and the other, and that did not work for me.
Yeah.
The wheatgrass, it worked for me as long as I take it every day.
Yes.
If I miss like a week, then my knee will start hurting.
Yeah.
But the fluid is still there. I mean, if I bend my knee, you can feel it. It's just a big sack of fluid there. Yeah.
So this somewhere in this list. I'm looking for. I'm looking for the. Where is it? I thought it would be here. It's a.
The enzymes. What about the enzymes?
Well, enzymes is going to be very helpful for the knees and the digestive tract, but you have to be careful of the enzymes, because now they have enzymes so powerful that they digest scar tissue, and with an ulcer in your stomach, you probably don't want to do enzymes because it's going to be too sensitive there. Where is this? Oh my goodness.
Something on here. That MSM, I like it. I used to take the MSM and I stopped taking it.
That would be another good one for you.
Oh yeah, I ordered. I'm going to order that from you as well.
Okay.
My shopping cart.
There's a water. Let me see if I can. Let's go back up to the conditions and see if I can figure out what I'm looking for here, because there is a formula, and I'm going to look at it under water retention, and I think that's probably where it's going to be. Let's see if that's not going to be.
You know, I worked out for like 12 years. I used
Oh.
to go to the gym faithfully almost every morning at 5:30, and doing a lot of cardio and weight training. And since I've had my accident, messed up my shoulder. Past 2-3 years, I haven't really been working out. But my knee, this water, it's building up. And when of course, doctors all they want to do is give you steroids and all that mess is going to kill your immune system. But I'm getting concerned with this because I really want. I guess they don't drain it anymore. Out of your knees, the water.
Right. They they still do. as far as I know. And there is an herbal formula here that pulls the water out of the skin, and I'm looking for it and I can't find it here. But when I do find it, if you will send me an email, do you have my email?
I did write it down.
Here, let me give it to you because I want you to. I will find this. I just can't run onto it right now.
But, right? Truman@healthherbs.com.
Truman@healthherbs.com, and then I'll have your email, and then I'll find this report on how to get the water off of the knee, and oh here, I remembered it now. I remembered it. It's under bone spurs. Whew. It's under bone spurs.
Oh, under bone spurs. Oh.
Yeah, that's conditions. Bone spurs. Okay. Yes, I finally remembered it when I. Let's see here. B-O bone. Where are you? Bone spurs. Okay. Now down at the bottom, did you find that bone spurs?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. No, and call me Truman, please. We're friends.
Okay.
So here it is at the bottom down here. It says foot soak, and it tells you to take 2 quarts of water, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, and a half a cup of salt. You combine the ingredients to heat, and you heat it up to warm, and you soak your foot, or in this case, your knee, for about 45 to 60 minutes for 3 days, and each time after you've finished, you massage that knee with castor oil. Then you wait 7 to 10 days, and you just kind of keep doing that if you need to. Okay, so let's take a look at the 12th.
Can I use Himalaya salt? Because I don't really use that Morton.
Yes, sure. Yes, good. Okay. Yes, that would be a good salt. Now, there's another formula there called Bone and Cartilage Renewal External. Now, this is where you wet. Did you see that one there? Number 1238A. 1238A.
Oh, okay. Yes, I see that. Okay.
Yeah. When you click on that one, that formula has been used to renew and to heal damaged bone and cartilage and tissue, as well as bruising. So this is a long-term external treatment, and you would be using it for at least 3 to 6 months, depending on the severity of the problem. But it's got chlorella, comfrey leaf, white oak bark, mullein leaf, arnica flower, wormwood herb, marshmallow root, self-heal herb, lobelia leaf, green tea, and that structured water or Kangen water. So that is one that would help to restore the tissue back to normal. If you have any trouble with it, once you've used the bone spur soak remedy, and if that works and it heals up and stays gone, great. But if it gives you any trouble or is weak and irritated and so forth, that is a wonderful formula that works pretty well.
Okay.
Could be. So just as long as we just wanted you to know about your options.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. I'm definitely going to order these products and try them. In powder. The amino acid. Your amino acid.
Yes.
The complete. I can just purchase the amino complete 120 capsule, and it has all of it in there, correct?
The amino complete. Yes. Mm-hmm. And there's a couple of different ones there, but yes, that's a good, and that's what I do, that'll really take your appetite away when you're really starving and you can't make it to eat on time. It happens to me a lot. And I just munch on 3 of those amino acid tablets, and boy, that just gives me energy uh, and it helps me keep my weight at a perfect weight.
Right, right, yeah, see that. So if I take this, then I don't need to take the L-lysine
Uh,
on top of that, correct?
um, unless you're having any kind of viral breakouts, if you're having any kind of a that should be okay by itself, and yes, you're right. However, if you have any kind of a viral breakout of any sort, then you're going to want to have some L-lysine also, and then be taking as much as 1,000 milligrams every day. And if you start to have a breakout, take 3 or 4,000 milligrams right away, and some anti-inflammatories, and you will not get the breakout. The breakout will just stop.
Oh, no, I thought it was for to boost your immune system, to keep your immune system up.
Yes, yeah, this is energy.
That's what with the colitis, that's what I focus on, is keeping my immune system up, because I know, when I'm bleeding,
Yeah, that's that.
immune system. And then I'm 50 years old, and I don't have hot flashes. And I believe it's because, well, I'm not going to get hot flashes.
Right,
It won't affect me, because I don't eat a lot of the stuff that most women eat.
yeah.
And also with my low iron, also.
Yeah, yeah. That yellow dock is going to be a good product, and if you can have your iron levels checked after you've been taking that for a week or 2 or 3, would be nice to find out if you're still low in iron, because if you need more iron, there is an anemia herbal formula that has a lot of different herbs in there, but yellow dock is the main one. But it, but the yellow dock alone should be just fine. But if you need more support, there is an herbal tincture formula called anemia.
Okay. So the last time I went to the doctor, which was about 6, 7 months ago, they took my blood, and they were shocked when it came back. He couldn't believe it. He said, "I've never seen this before." I said, "What is that?" He said, "Everything. I mean, you have the right amount of everything. Vitamin D.
Yay!
Take 3 of them a day."
Good for you.
The only thing was my iron was just a little low.
Uh-huh.
And then he wanted to start telling me about stuff that.
Right. Yes.
I said, no. I'll take care of it when you're not.
You are so right. Well, my sister, I think that we have done due diligence on this. And if you do you have anything else for me?
I appreciate it, Brother Truman, and I will send you that email so that I can follow up with you as well and let you know how I'm doing. And I pray that the Most High will continue to strengthen you, because I have your Ustream video here. I was listening to the show from yesterday, and you don't look nowhere near 72. You look more like you're in your 50s, and so that's a blessing. That's a blessing. You keep up the good work that you're doing, and I pray for your ministry. I believe that the Most High is going to continue to bless you, because we need you. Okay.
Thank you so much, Sister Deborah. Shalom in the Most High.
Shalom.
Shalom. Bye for now. What a blessing. What a dear lady. If a person was in the service, and even though they didn't go to war, they're still my hero. All service people are my heroes. Anybody that would, because it's just a very honorable thing to have to do. To help other people to give. Not that I think that everybody should go out and join the service. That's not what I'm saying at all. So, let's see who else we can help, because we're working on it. That's good. We're getting through the list here. And did we do that? I think we did. Did I do it? I hope I did. I think I did. No, maybe not. Yeah. Must have. I don't have this. So I had to. Just checking to make sure that I'm helping everybody here. Checking my list. I'll bring it over here so I can face the camera. Say hi and be social. Yep, I talked to this lady today. She's been helped. Okay. All right. Checking back here. Sometimes people aren't there, and then they are. I wonder if this nice person got helped. I wonder. Okay, let's find out. Okay, all right. Let me just find out. Yes, hello, hi, this is Truman the Herbalist. Have I called you too late?
No.
Oh, okay. Did you have any other question for me?
No, it was basically last time I was going to start taking some more of that cooling kit. I usually take it, like in the morning, I take it like 9 or 10. I take some cat at least the time that I take it,
Right. Okay. All right. So then.
So basically, I just feel a slight difference, the semen, when I like ejaculated, like it was full last night. 8 hours I was expecting to turn cat alley, and I was about to erect.
So the herbs seem to be working. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I'm
Well,
going to take some more time. I'm going to start tomorrow taking it twice. The tongue in the morning.
yes.
And when I wonder what effect will that have? Will I like?
It just should increase these. We need to find out, the right dosage for you. As long as you feel that it is working, then you want to take as little as you need rather than taking more and more than you need. So find your dosage. Just find out where it's actually working.
I'm confused. Well, so what effect will this have on me? Will I like feel like the way I did, 16 and 17? Will it be like that way or what?
Yeah, it's as you take those kinds of herbs and you're watching your diet, drinking a lot of water, and because everything plays a part. And as long as you're, it's a mental thing as well. So as long as you're mentally okay, you can function okay. But if you've got things happening, going on, and stuff like that, then it gets pretty distracting. So it depends on how things are going emotionally. If you're being positive and you're not having too much stress in your life, then all of these things work better.
Okay, so I want to increase drinking more water. Let's start doing that.
Yeah, so just keep taking care of yourself and eating right, and then I think we've decided to give it about another 6 days, and you're going to work with the dosage a little bit and find out what is the best dosage for you. Okay, and we'll find out.
Right, because I want to see, I'm not just like yet, but.
Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds like that you've got the right attitude for it, that you're giving it a try, and so now we're just going to increase the dosage so that you probably within 3 to 6 days I'll be talking to you, and you're going to tell me, yeah, I noticed it quite a bit. Because if you didn't, then we've got some other things we're going to talk about at that time. Maybe adding some extra vitamin C, maybe some Siberian ginseng for stamina and endurance. Whatever it is that we'll just see how you do first here.
Oh, Siberian ginseng.
Mm-hmm. That's for.
They sell that at the Whole Foods. They don't sell
Yeah, they changed the name. It's still Siberian ginseng, but because it's not a true ginseng, they just suggest that we call it Eleutherococcus senticosus. So it's Eleuthero, and it's the Russian equivalent of a ginseng because it acts like a ginseng, but it is not a true ginseng. But it'll increase stamina and endurance, and it's what the Russians use for stamina endurance, and especially in the Olympic Games, that's where it all came out that they're all using Siberian ginseng.
Well, so the stamina, how would that help my penis or my sex drive?
Well, because you would have more endurance, more stamina. If you're exhausted or tired or run down, then you're not going to, or if there's a lot of stress going on, then you're not going to be able to feel normal.
You think that taking vitamin D also would help? I start taking vitamin D.
Yeah, oh yeah, B, vitamin B complex, vitamin D3, all of these things to build you up, to give you energy. Because as you get energy and so forth, then everything's going to work just fine. And you got to get exercise. You got to move around and get a regular exercise program, because all of these things play a part in how you function normally. Okay, my friend, I'm gonna dash now, but and I'll get back with you in 3 to 6 days if I don't hear from you sooner. Okay?
Okay. Oh, before I let you go, Heather, y'all have medical marijuana up there, right?
Well, yes, they do. Yes, it's. You have to have a license to have it. You have to get a prescription from your doctor. But yes.
So you think marijuana should be legal? I've never tried nothing like that at all. It seems like it's not as well. I hear all this different stuff. People say it's bad, it's not as dangerous as alcohol. Down talk. They're not gonna.
Well,
marijuana is it?
It's. Well, I think it's being more legalized all the time, and it should be decriminalized. It should not be against the law to grow any plant that you want to, and now we're talking about responsible use of this for adults. Problem is, all kinds of drugs get into, that are supposed to be for adults, get into the mainstream, and kids wind up with abusing themselves with mom's pain pills and dad's energy pills or whatever. So it's a problem, but it doesn't make it a bad herb. It is a good herb that should not be smoked, should be taken either in a tincture form preferably, or in capsules or tablets, or a powder, because smoking anything is bad for your lungs. But it is a proven herb that cannabis sativa, marijuana, is an herb that works with cancer, works against cancer. It's an anti-cancer herb taken internally. So and it helps with glaucoma and with nausea and with cancer pain. So used responsibly, and it's used for some people with depression and so forth. And it's not for everybody, because if somebody takes it and they're irresponsible and do something wrong or something that they shouldn't do, to harm themselves or others, well, then that's not for them. And then those people get all the notoriety, and other people that it's helping them, and they have less pain, and their glaucoma cleared up, and their cancer went away, and so forth. Those people who are not able to get this something that grows. It's a weed, and they can't have it unless they get a prescription. So it's a thing of being a responsible person with anything that you do. Well, I love you, brother.
Alcohol destroys the liver.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's poison. Yeah, alcohol is poison. So a safer alternative to alcohol is definitely marijuana, but not that I'm advocating marijuana. I love you, brother. I lift you up to the Most High, and I'm going to run now, okay?
Okay.
Okay, shalom.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. So, yeah, if you're taking care of yourself and you're healthy, everything should work out the way it's supposed to. But if you're not, it's not going to work out. You got to be responsible in all that we do. Let's go see if this is working here. It is. Oh, we've got 2 people. Hi, folks. Thank you for joining us. You can call me. The lines are open at the moment. Please call me. My telephone number is 541-981-2520. If that phone rings, that's you calling me to ask me a question. And that's cool. Please do that. 541-981-2520. The email address for me is truman@healthherbs.com. TRUMAN at health, HEALTH, the word health. Then the word herbs, HERBS. So, Truman@healthherbs.com is health herbs. That's 2 H's in the middle and an S on the end. Truman@healthherbs.com. You got it. And email me, and I'll answer your emails. I'll go check my email right now just to find out if you emailed me. Just to find out. Kangen water. That stuff is easy to drink. Kangen water. Structured water. Okay. That's just about going to be over. Okay, I didn't get an email from you. Or you. Okay, I did not get an email from you. Okay, in that case, I will go back and let's see if I can help somebody. Alright, and mark it as read. Minimize the email. Go back, look at the clock. The clock is still running. Yay! Sometimes that scares me because I look over, the clock's not running anymore, and I haven't saved it. And then my little heart goes. So okay, all right. That's taken care of. He's okay. I'm gonna call this guy again. Hi, honey.
I made dinner.
You did. I ate. Okay. But if you save me some, I'll be hungry.
A lot.
Yay, a lot. I'll have some later.
It's like teriyaki vegetables. There's kale, garbanzo beans, red cabbage, cauliflower, and I cooked it all beforehand, so it's all perfectly cooked. And I added teriyaki sauce and chicken, and then I have brown rice.
Oh, yummy! Very good. Yeah. Thank you, sweetheart. Thanks for.
There's a lot. So.
Thank you. I will definitely try some of that. Okay. All right. Oh, let's see. I don't know who that is. Let's try this. Okay. Ooh, there's some people. Maybe I did. All right. Here we go. Let's try this one here. What time is it? I have to be careful where I'm calling at what hour. I'm going to call this one. I hope it isn't too late. Nope, can't do that. I forgot. Okay. 1. Okay, all right. Oh. All right, we'll see if somebody else needs some help, and we'll find out what it is and give them some answers.
Hello.
Hello, this is Truman, the herbalist. And I just wanted to make sure.
Hi, Mr. Truman. How are you?
I am blessed. How are you?
Trying to cope with this, with this situation, and trying to bear the pain over here.
Yes. So how badly are you affected by Sandy?
Well, there's nothing happening over here.
Oh, over.
I know that
Oh, I thought.
nearby, yes, but where we are, everything is fine.
Oh, good. So you're not affected by Sandy there. So
No.
did you have any question for me about herbs or anything today?
I'm not sure if my husband did. I know that, with the miscarriage that we're having.
Oh yeah.
Because the hospital gave me these pills. They're called misoprostol.
Yes.
And I searched online and I found out that they're like abortion pills. So I haven't taken them because of that.
It's good you do your research, and there is something. There are natural herbal douche that you can order from our dispensary, and that might be something that you might look into as just a natural herb, a natural douche, and that should work. That should work much better.
Okay, because the baby is still inside of me.
Yes.
And they told me that I should take this so that it comes out. But they already gave, I was in the hospital, they gave me those pills. They gave me 4, and each one of them is 200 mcg.
Yes.
And it still didn't come out. So, it's kind of like, what do we do now? Do we really listen to what they're telling us? It doesn't seem to be working at all.
We're going to have. I think you need another opinion on this, and you need to talk to a naturopathic doctor.
Yes.
Do you have any naturopathic doctors or midwives in your area?
Not that I know of.
We have them locally here. Maybe you should go online and find out if you have a midwife service there, and talk to ladies that have experience working with this, because we want to make sure that you get some first-hand help, or find out if you've got a naturopathic doctor who knows about this and can answer your question if he if he feels it's safe, or would it be better to use an herbal type of a douche. And I'm going to do some more research here regarding that, because yes, you do need to remove the fetus. We need to. So that's something that has to happen, but we need to find out the safest and gentlest way to do this. Okay, I'm going to do some research, and if you do some research, then I'm going to get back to you regarding this. Okay?
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. You're in my prayers. Shalom, the Most High.
Thank you. Thank you. Same to you, Doctor.
Okay.
Shalom.
Okay. Bye for now.